You know, so let me grab my iPad.
Pro Live.
We're Pro Live, and we got good audio. And I just want to check just to make sure we're live.
We are live.
I always do this. You know, I never trust technology, and I'm an electrical engineer. And that's not good, right? LinkedIn.
See, I wouldn't even know how to do that.
You wouldn't even know how to do that.
Oh yeah, I'm looking for. Yeah.
All right, I believe
Apparently, you don't know how to do it either.
Yeah. Hey, it looks like we're live. So
That's great.
welcome to PCIC 2022 here in Denver, Colorado. This is
Day number
now,
2.
I call it day 3
Yes,
because
this is the third life we have.
it was the third. So we were here
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday. Now you guys have been here since when?
I just got here Saturday.
You got here Saturday.
You were here Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday. Okay. So for me,
Friday night.
it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and today's Tuesday, day 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today's day 4. I think I have it
I guess
wrong.
officially
Yeah,
this
we're
is the
live.
second day of the
Yeah.
conference.
Yeah,
right?
we're live, so we're good. So we are well into PCIC 2022 here in Denver, Colorado, and I have with me two really important people.
Two important people. One
Yes.
who's not that important.
Andrew is the current chair of this event, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I am
And
local chair of 2022.
local chair 2022.
Andrew was my
and you are
boss.
with NEI Electric Power Engineering
Correct.
out of Lakewood, Colorado.
Yes, sir.
So does
Someone think you're-
Lakewood, Colorado have anything to do with the reason why we're in Denver?
No, not really.
Okay, so that was my first question. Is how do we determine how did you determine where we're going to go?
So there's actually a schedule and a plan that we try to hold the conference in different locations every year.
Okay.
And part of that is they don't want everything on the East Coast or they don't want everything on the West Coast.
so
So there's actually, they try and spread it out. So to your point, next year we're going to be in
New Orleans.
New Orleans. So that'll take care of the kind of the.
We straddle the
You
central
straddle
and
the
the
central.
east.
Central and the East. Okay, so what do you do for NEI Electric Power Engineering?
Don't figure out the.
I'm out of the picture, but that's
That's all right,
okay.
he'll take
You need to be there.
He's more important.
I'm currently one of the owners of
wow.
NEI, and my function is I'm a technical director for our industrial applications team.
Excellent, excellent. What does NEI do?
We do power engineering, so we'll do
Systems analysis studies?
we can do system analysis studies. We can design new substations. We can design anything related to power systems.
Excellent, excellent. Oh,
SCADA, everything.
SCADA and everything. Cool.
You notice industry applications. He
Applications.
threw the word right in there.
I know, and we
He
conveniently.
puts the I and A, and I.
There you go. There it is.
All right, and Dean, is it Ruiz?
Reese.
Dean Ruiz. And so Dean is the chair of next year's 2023 in New Orleans. Did I say that right?
You did.
Okay. New Orleans, not New
Learn
Orleans.
how to pronounce it.
It only works in the song.
All right, so tell us a little bit about you and what you do, and you were with MS
Bimbo and
Ben.
Associates.
Bimbo and Associates.
So Michael Stephen Bimbo is our namesake.
Okay.
They started the company in '78. I've been with them for 26 years.
You started the company?
No, Michael
Oh,
Stephen
Michael
Bimbo.
Stephen, okay.
I'm just merely Dean. I'm a director of engineering there. I specialize in power and not about the same as Andrew. We do a lot of studies, anything from the electrical side of that we do, we can
Right.
handle. Whether it's studies, concept analysis, design is kind of how to explain it.
Right.
Maybe a little bit of industry applications
A
as well.
little bit of industry applications.
We do the society.
Yeah, absolutely. And then everybody knows Nihad El Sharif. So,
You guys are perhaps tired of me already. So
and you are owner and operator of Monkey Bar.
technologies, yeah, which doesn't do much engineering. No, I'm just doing consulting, but I want to focus on these two gentlemen because they are important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I'm gonna
Absolutely.
use some time to I guess learn all the ins and outs.
Is
of
it, is
this
the word important appropriate, or is it willing? Or
Willing. Yeah, so some of our contestants today were willing and some of them were not. All right, so
we have to twist some arms. Let's
so
put it
here's
that way.
here's the question. I chaired ESW last year, Electrical Safety Workshop last year.
Electrical
And
Safety
I
this year.
know
Who's
how
this year, Tom?
important a team is to success. As chair, we're out in front, you're orchestrating things, but I know, so tell me a little bit about, and you're involved, what level you're the future chair, but you're still involved with this planning session, or were you not involved with this planning session?
Not so much directly here in Denver, other than he and I leaning on each other's shoulders and crying every now and then. But so as being a local chair, you're part of what's called the facilities committee.
Okay.
And so we have to attend those planning meetings. So we talk about things. All of us local chairs talk about our conferences and exchange ideas, and we get insights from previous chairs. So we participate at that level.
Right.
And then I'm also the vice chair of the facilities committee. So that was one of those things. Well, you're already here being a local chair. Why don't you go ahead and do this part?
Yeah, yeah.
So you know how that rolls.
Well, that's excellent. Excellent. So you chaired this cycle. Tell us a little bit about your team.
Yeah, so we just brought in some local folks that really were interested in having the conference here in Colorado. And I think that's what you see a lot of times. It's been 17 years since it was in Denver.
Oh,
before.
really?
And yeah, we had some problems. PCIC continues to grow, and so we were actually having a problem with finding the right venue to hold it.
Just
They
because
used
of the
to have-
number of people.
Well, just the number of people, and they used to have restrictions in Denver on this hotel in particular because it was the conference hotel, and Denver has an interesting conference rule that if a bigger conference comes in, they can kick you out.
Oh, wow.
So we really had a hard time for a number of years saying we wanted to come back to Denver when we were getting larger. We used to be able to use the Marriott down in Denver Tech Center, which is a lot smaller than this. And so in the last, finally this facility opened up and we were able to bring it back to Denver. So
Excellent.
we were really
Excellent.
excited to be able to do that. So yeah, you just collect the people that are interested in PCIC and want to help you out.
Yeah. So you have somebody in charge of registration. Is it like
Yeah.
one individual who does registration? And
Usually you have a chair and a vice chair. So you usually have
Right.
a couple of people working that. But yeah, pretty much we have, finance, facilities, registration, audio visuals were really important, of course, because it's a technical conference. And
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I know that I was in a few, I attended papers yesterday. I know there were papers that were delivered today, and the audio video for me that I saw was really good, and the screens were huge.
oh yeah.
That is phenomenal. I've been in some educational materials where, or present, rooms where you have a large room and you have two tiny screens up front. That screen was absolutely humongous, and that is really because you got to have the visual, right? Especially with topics like us. So
I thought you were going to say older guys.
yeah. Well, I carry two sets of glasses, so they all know that too because I'm always on and forgetting my glasses and all that good stuff. So anyway, what was your biggest challenge this year?
Biggest challenge? To be honest, for me the biggest challenge was kind of I don't want to say overcoming, but just the idea that last year it was pretty tough with San Antonio, which did a great job.
Yeah.
With COVID and kind of just at the front edge of coming out of COVID, and it was really tough on them. Attendance was down, but then that puts that in the back of your mind that are people going to want to show up?
Right.
And so we started off a little skeptical and a little cautious, and then it's really exploded. So
Oh, unbelievable! How many people are here?
Yeah.
It was just now. Is this a stronger year? But pre-COVID, forget about COVID. Would you say that this year is like the same amount that you usually get, or more, or a little bit less?
I would say it's an average year. It was a good
I
year.
agree with that. It's an average year, but I do want to add that he's being very, can't think of the word right now, but the things they've had to overcome and the going through San Antonio and coming out of COVID and the stress has been significant, and that they overcame that and did what they got here.
Well, he's only 17.
Yeah. It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
They did an awesome job.
Yeah, that's and that, I know the stresses too. I mean, when I came into ESW, I sort of came in midstream because our previous chair, his family was having a baby, all that good stuff, but what I loved about the ESW team was everybody worked together. There was not like you had one person who who was I mean, we're all overburdened. It's just all a donation of time. That's the other thing is,
Yeah.
people don't understand that you're committed to the electrical industry. You're given personal time. Did you bring your family, wife, and anybody with you?
I put her to work, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's pretty standard at the conference.
Yeah, that's-
Life works.
Wife works, yeah, that's exactly right. So I'm here by myself. My wife's at home with the 2 dogs and stuff, and I'm here for a whole week. But this is a commitment to the electrical industry, and it helps improve the electrical industry.
It is. and
Improves
no-
me too. I'm not
It
gonna lie.
does.
Improves me significantly.
Yeah.
So do you guys think that coming to this event, yeah,
No, you're right.
yeah, coming to this event, do you think that it helped your careers?
1,000,000%.
Oh, yeah. 100%, yeah. Just
Million
the-
per- Go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna say the people that you meet. That's one of the things that I think is special about this is we actually have over 1,300 people this year, and it's just the quality of people that you're bringing in, and you're getting the flow of ideas, and I think that's a big part of it. And I think that's what we were talking with a couple people the other day, and it was just and actually. If you were in the awards meeting on Monday, you heard Donald Dunn talk about so many people that supported him on his way to becoming an IEEE fellow. And that's what you see here is it's like, oh man, I got a problem. Hey, I'll call Dean.
Oh,
If
absolutely.
Dean doesn't know, he'll
Yeah.
say, hey, why don't you call so-and-so? And
It's a professional network that we
Where he
Yeah.
just grabbed me from was at that table over there,
Yeah,
sitting with a client and an expert,
yeah,
pairing people together that have problems and finding a solution has benefited me. And the books that come out here with the reference material,
Yeah.
anytime somebody calls me with a problem, that's the first place I go.
yeah. You're
It's
absolutely right.
invaluable literature.
I show my age when I say you're building your Rolodex. You're building your
understand what you
Rolodex.
mean, so-
Yeah, exactly right. So we got Robert from Omaha on. Who else we got out there? Robert, close. Gustavo Chavez, good to see you. Excellent. We got so it's Robert. Greetings, Robert from Omaha. You guys are doing a great job. Turned out 3 times, threw a dart on the map on the wall. What? He turned around 3 times. I don't know what he's talking about. Hello from Omaha. Greetings from gentlemen. Thanks for your great job. So we get this is global too. So that's the other thing about this event.
So my
There's so many.
witness protection is out of the
You're witness.
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
done.
you're done.
Yeah, you're done. You're.
But
yeah.
Tom, since you talk about international audience, we have PCIC in different countries. The PCIC Europe, I know it's energy, but it's the PCIC in Europe, based in Europe. I think there's a Middle East one, Peter Bain was talking about. So
Yep.
even if you are not in North America or based in North America,
Right.
you're welcome to come, of course. This is more American, US audience, the majority, but we have international people out of Southern North America. But if you are not based in North America, it's easier maybe for you to go to a local PCIC.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Go for it, you
That's
know.
true. So, are we just talking petrochem here? Is that it? Is that all we talk about this?
No, they've added mining this year is co-located, correct?
Yeah.
And they're starting with emerging technologies, trying to get more on the renewable side. So they're expanding it out of just petrochemical, but can't underestimate the influence on all of those markets from the petrochemical industry itself.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
yeah, but they all tie together.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have mining and emerging technologies, and that would be like your alternative energy solutions. Your
Variety of
variety of
batteries,
things.
all
Battery
kinds of
storage.
things.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Yeah, battery
refining,
storage.
petrochemical, transportation,
it's midstream now.
midstream, marine. So there's a whole
Oh, okay.
variety.
So they
of
changed transportation to midstream.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That's essentially what it is.
Refinery, there's
Yeah.
refinery.
Yeah, so they corrected it. They right-sided it or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So for each of you, what do you think is your favorite part of PCIC? You first.
I would say again, I've made so many friends here. I've been coming here for I think this is my 10th
10th year.
conference, and yeah, you just there's a great camaraderie, and
Yeah.
you get to meet a lot of people, and like I said, being able to meet these experts in the field is and you've got we were just looking. We have over 70 people that have been here 25, at least 25 times.
Wow. That's
And
awesome.
so, we get this large group of people that have been around forever and have seen it, right? And
Yeah.
done it. And to me, that's fantastic to be able to do that.
Just to add to that, but how many didn't Peter say that this year you have over 25% of first-time attendees.
Yeah.
We have over 300
So
first time.
it's not just a bunch of old people
Yeah, I
sitting around
did
talking.
hear
We're trying to get this influx of younger people to come and participate
Yeah.
because a lot of these people here have evolved so much because of this conference. So
Yeah.
that's a huge thing when they stood up Monday in the lunch.
And, you know, it's great to have new blood because we need to keep the organization going, right? So
Yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah, and there are so many. I know when I was a younger engineer, when I graduated, I went to power. I was a power systems engineer. I worked for Gilbert Commonwealth, which became Parsons Power. I did systems analysis studies and things like that. But I did not know about the IEEE, all of the different conferences and all the different, even local events. I was just so caught up in trying to learn. I had the color books, you know, and I read through the color books and all that other good stuff. But I
Name
think.
them all?
I know the red book, the buff book, the gold book, the blue book, the green book, there's the purple book.
There's a brown one.
Yeah, and now what they're doing is going to the dot standards, right?
3,000.
So I had the whole series and I read through them, but I never really engaged as a young engineer with IEEE locally, and I think it was a big mistake on me. Because I think your whole aspect of building that network, because we always had questions and we worked within our groups, but I'm sure the PE that I worked under, he didn't tell me, but I know he was making phone calls when I left his office to other people to answer questions.
And I
So
think here, Tom, you hit on a good, very important point, like having a good mentor, because usually those young, like new attendees came because their mentor or supervisor or manager has been a PCIC long-time standing, right? So they bring the young people and the new people, junior
Right.
people, and then they get, you know, like the conference hopefully continue the organization. And when it's time, and when it's their time, they can bring the, you know, the young, the newer generation to keep it going, right?
yeah. Okay, so next year's Louisiana, New Orleans.
Right.
Right now, I know that this afternoon we had committees that were reviewing papers and voting on them, right? And do you think now most? I don't think other conferences do that. In my opinion, other conferences have a committee and they look at papers, and that one committee makes the decisions. But this is various committees meeting. So do you think that helps provide quality papers?
Absolutely.
For this thing? So your next year are going to have quality papers that are being voted on this year?
Yep.
Okay, so they vote on the submissions this year, and we're going to be in New Orleans. What do you want to tell people? I mean, I know there's a link down below, up above, left or right, depending upon which venue you're looking at. Depending on which one there's a link to the LinkedIn page for 2023 New Orleans PCIC. And,
It's right there.
yeah, and he's got the, and I don't have one.
We'll get you one, don't worry.
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So what if you were going to tell somebody who's thinking about, do I want to go to New Orleans? I don't know. What's your advice? What do you think?
So the beauty of this conference that I like is that it's technical during the day, non-commercial. So you get lessons learned, you get quality theoretical papers, you get quality insights on safety. That was one of some committees we forgot about, safety. So you have all these papers for 3 days, 54 to 60 papers, depending with mining, adding. And then also on Thursday, you have tutorials,
Right.
which are half-day learning sessions all day Thursday. I think they're having 8 this year, which they've had tremendous turnout for. And then in the evenings, you actually get to go talk to the people. So this equipment you specify or the software you use, they're all here in suites, and you can go ask them questions.
Yeah.
So instead of logging into a website and communicating with someone via email, they're here with the software. You can answer questions, show you the equipment. It's just invaluable.
Yeah.
Technical during the day and social.
And you know, another great thing is you get to meet the authors. So if you read the paper at home, you know, you'll send people emails. Maybe most authors would respond to your email, but everybody's busy. But here you get to meet Tom, and you get to meet Andrew, and you get to meet Dean, right? So if they are working on a subject or a problem that you may have at your facility, then you get to talk to the people firsthand versus reading, you know, because sometimes when you read, there'll be like some question, things are not clear. You get to know the people, exchange credit cards, and like Dean was saying, it's all.
Did you say credit cards?
Yeah, wait. Can you bring that credit card thing back again?
Well,
I want his credit card.
Go on LinkedIn.
Can I add one thing to that? It's not just the papers and the authors. Anybody who's watching this that uses any standard or specification for something they're doing, those authors are here.
Yeah. So well,
Look at the names on those those standards, and look at our attendance list, and you're going to see a lot of names.
Yeah.
And you talk about Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays
Right.
before the conference start. Those are working groups.
Yeah.
And the committees that actually, vote on and
Right,
and
right.
create these standards. So,
Right.
yeah.
If you don't have
so
a
if I
say,
might-
it's a great
if I'm
way to
gonna-
be here. If you don't have a say and like a standard, a great way to join,
Oh, yeah.
and just to share your opinion, right?
So if I'm an electrician sitting at home watching this, or an electrical contractor, would this be beneficial to an electrical contractor or an electrician as well, or is it just for engineers?
No, absolutely. I know plenty of people here, technicians and electricians and stuff that come here to learn because there's things they can learn. If they want
Absolutely,
to have the thirst and the want to know better and know more, definitely.
This is it. Excellent.
Yeah, and one little advice, if you're watching us and you are thinking how to attend, the best way, in my mind, to attend is to write a paper. And then just to go to your manager and
Right
say,
off the
hey,
bat.
yeah, the ship has sailed for New Orleans 2023, but I know there'll be a call
Is that an
for
old
paper.
joke?
No, it's not. So be like, call for papers and tutorials. I think we talked about tutorials yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
tutorials.
So we call for them out for 2024, which will be in Orlando, right? And next year in New Orleans, like when Dean is chairing the conference, we'd have the same thing on Tuesday. It's like always Tuesday afternoon. Subcommittees will get together and vote, and maybe your paper will be voted, accepted, and you get to join us in Orlando.
Yep.
Do you have a hotel yet in New Orleans?
Yes, we're at the Marriott on Canal, and we'll have some overflow at the Sheraton right
The
across.
Marriott on Canal?
Yeah.
I've stayed in it. That's a nice hotel.
It is. So we were there in 2002, if you can see the shirt.
Oh,
This is
look
from
at you.
2000.
Yeah.
And 2012. So this would be our third one in the last 2 years.
I've never been to New Orleans, but I love Cajuns. I'm coming to
And you said it right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cajun.
yeah.
It's like, I'm not a seafood person. I eat Cajun chicken. It's like my favorite thing. I'm just
That
going
is
for it.
perfect.
So I have to really lose weight because I'm going to put a lot of weight when I get to work.
Yeah.
This will be my project all year, like lose
Yeah.
weight.
Something
so I
about
can break
1,200 menued restaurants.
Yeah, yeah.
We're
It's
okay. We
like,
got
I
plenty
know,
of
it's
food.
like
Yeah.
Bourbon Street. I think it's like the big, yeah.
Yeah, so Canal, I mean, you're close. You're right there at the corner of Canal and Bourbon, aren't you?
Not right on the corner. We're about 2 blocks closer to the river.
Yeah, that's a,
So
yeah.
very close.
Very close, yeah. So cool. And you're going to have, does everybody get those pastries? What's the name of the?
Beignets.
Yes. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, you got to come down and have a beignet.
I can't wait. Can we start early? Wait till September?
Yeah.
Fly
So
Thursday.
with Tom and all you guys, we learn more in the conferences and live videos and years in universities. Awesome, Gustavo. Yeah, and you can learn so much here. So, all right. So any parting words? Any last words? I mean, not last words. Any parting words?
That's another old joke. Thank you.
No, I was just gonna say, if you have any interest in PCIC, we've got great websites.
That's right, yeah.
www.pcic.com.
Oh, really? It's just PC. I thought it was
It's IEEE PCIC.
IEEE, sorry.
Okay, yeah. So IEEE-PCIC.com.
Committee
Okay.
website, right?
That's great.
Because we have a conference website and a committee
Yeah,
website.
conference.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
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 And
Excellent.
then pretty soon we'll have the New Orleans website up and running.
Yeah, we'll hit our LinkedIn page and
Yeah.
we'll put the website information up there once it's up and running.
Excellent.
Sorry, I'm looking at.
Yeah, I know. We're looking over here, but the camera's over there. It's okay.
So no, I can't emphasize enough. Andrew mentioned that he's been to 10. This is his 10th.
This is my 10th,
I think this is probably my 19th.
No kidding.
So I can say it's evolved me into places I never thought I would be, and because of the people I've met, the papers I've listened to,
Yep.
presented myself at one point, and it was a tremendous experience. So valuable to my career, no doubt.
And now you have 3 million people watching right now.
There you go.
What? They're laughing.
Glad you didn't say that number 4.
All right. Parting words, Nihan.
Well, I guess like Tom, Andrew, and Dean said, it's a great place to be. I'm so happy to be back because I couldn't come. I missed. So I started attending PCIC in 2014 with San Francisco, and I presented. So my first time ever to attend was a presentation. It was an awesome experience. Highly recommended. And then, of course, we missed Atlanta because of COVID.
Right.
San Antonio, I wanted to come, but the travel restriction couldn't because crossing the border from Canada was not convenient. So I was so glad to come back and meet all of friends. Like last time I saw some of my friends was back in Vancouver 2019. So it's 3 years we haven't met, so it was great. And I
Is
look
that why
forward
you're so
to-
bubbly with energy?
I don't know. I think I'm always
No, he's
bubbly.
always like that.
Yeah,
He doesn't drink, so we can't blame it on booze.
yeah. I was just gonna say, well, it's just me. So just kick me out of Canada. Hopefully they get me back, take me back. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to New Orleans. And it was one thing I think I mentioned. I was helping Andrew as a North committee. He's a great boss. It was awesome experience. And again, if you are planning to attend, just present, not just present and attend, try to volunteer.
Yeah.
These guys are always looking for local, and you don't have to be local. I live in Saskatoon, like two hours north of here flying, no direct flights. So it's like, are you locally? I don't even live in the US, but I was able to help. A lot of things can be done remotely. So you can come, attend, present, learn, network, and volunteer.
Absolutely.
And you get all those ribbons.
Yeah, and you get ribbons.
This is my pay. To get the more ribbons. No, it's awesome.
One thing just to add is it doesn't happen without them.
Yeah, you're right.
It's
Yeah.
not a bunch of us that all
That's
make this happen.
exactly-
It doesn't happen if we don't have people that come and want to participate.
Absolutely right. Yeah, become and be a sponge. You know, learn, watch, attend the programs, walk around all of these different hospitality rooms, ask questions. Just your presence, because you never know. You know, people have questions. You'll meet new people and build your network.
And you know what, the one thing
That's
you
the
may
future.
not have, I'm hoping that you figure this out on your own, but I'm going to emphasize it. Everybody here is so welcoming, and if you're a first-time attendee, you get a green ribbon that says first-time attendee, right? So everyone welcomes you, and you like, don't be shy or afraid to talk to all of guys.
And you're- and that's
people
a-
like just walk and talk to people.
Yeah.
They welcome you. They will teach you because this is what we all. I was first-time attendee one time. Andrew was, Dean, Tom, all of us were. So just don't
Won't
be
feel isolated
Yeah,
at all.
right.
All
Just-
first-time attendees have to give people with the bluish ribbons their drink tickets. I'm just saying.
Well, I give my drink tickets up every year because I don't drink. So if you come and be my friend, I'll give you my tickets.
There we go.
You guys are coming. I'm counting on you.
Beautiful. All right. Thank you both. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And thanks everybody out there. The link for next year's is actually down below to the left or right, whichever platform you're looking at this in. And I will look forward to seeing you, and I know they will too, at PCIC 2023 in New Orleans.
Now we're gonna go socialize with everyone.
Yep.
You guys have a great night.
Absolutely. Eric Hammond, Chinois Solomon, good night. Robert from Omaha, Lobos, hello from California. Excellent. We will hopefully see you here. Robert from Omaha, Gustavo. I just want to make sure I mention everybody, and I probably missed a few.
Yeah,
So
and thank you for your
thanks.
time watching us.
Yes, watching.
Yeah.
Take care, stay
you.
safe, and please stay healthy.
Stay healthy.
All right, we are good.
All right.